Hi David, my name is Marcy, and my question for you is, obviously when you're performing, you have your own point of view of things. Like, you see things a certain way, and you also have your own thoughts that are going in your head when you're on stage. Now, what is it like going to a television and seeing everything from an audience's perspective?
Definitely different to be on the other side of it. Because there's a weird disconnect, I think, when the show starts is when you kind of feel like the relationship starts, and when the show ends, that's when the relationship ends. And so to be on the show, I mean, it's all pretty constant. So there's a lot of things that never make it to air that kind of really made the experience for me. So.
Oh, hi. Hi, David. My name's Colleen Connedy. I'm from Sacramento, California. And my question for you is, I'm sure plenty of people have become starstruck upon getting the chance to meet you. Who, if anyone, has made you starstruck?
Funny story, I actually did get starstruck while I was on the show. I got a chance to meet Steve, the guitar player from Our Lady Peace, when I was at a music shop in LA, and I quickly turned into just kind of a geek about the whole thing. So I imagine he was probably pretty scared of me. But for the most part, I'm able to kind of keep it in the realm of just talking to another person. But sometimes I geek out.
Hey David, I'm Patrice. And I'm Riza. Congratulations on winning American.
As they're saying their names actually flashed up, so they edited this, which is awesome.
If the world explodes in 1 hour, what would you do? Congratulations again. Bye, David.
I'm trying to think of an appropriate answer. I can think of the right answer, but I guess I'd try to fit in as many things as possible in that last hour that I'm not supposed to do every other hour. I don't know. That's a weird. It's not a weird question, but it's a tough question. I'll get back to you.
My name's Valerie. My question for you is, were you ever allowed to, or did you ever get on any online forums or chat rooms to find out what your fans are like?
There's actually kind of an unwritten rule associated with Idol that it's probably better for your sanity not to get on the message boards. However, from time to time I did take a peek. Tried to stay on the nice threads just to, sometimes it gets a little rough being on the show, so you have somebody say something nice about you always gives you a little bit of extra energy. So that's pretty much how I operated. Thank you.
You've obviously gone through a lot of musical stops during your life. If it's doing musical theater in high school, fronting Axiom, playing guitar for the Midwest Kings, and then of course going solo. I wanted to ask, what did you learn from each of these experiences, and how do you feel they affected who you are today as a singer, a musician, and a performer?
Wow, that's a really good question. All right, I'll itemize it, I guess. When I first started singing, if I learned anything from that, it was A, how to sing, and B, how to get comfortable singing in front of people. To have somebody else's eyes on you, it can get a little intimidating. With Axiom, what I learned was sometimes perseverance pays off. I started with Axiom just kind of out of fun, just playing in our drummer's driveway. And when we started to take it seriously, things started happening. And I was fortunate enough to get a song of mine played in movie theaters across the country for a little bit. So, if anything, perseverance is what I learned from that. With Midwest Kings, I learned, I've got a lot left to learn about music. I'm 25 years old, but I still got the world to learn. So, if anything, it humbled me, made me realize that just because I know a few power chords doesn't make me the next Steve Vai. And with the solo stuff, I just kind of learned how to be confident in my own skin. To be able to do something by yourself and not really have anybody else to look at when things go sour. It's a really scary but really kind of energizing feeling, I guess, to know that for better or for worse, it's on me at all times. Thanks.
Hey David Cook, this is Lily from California, and my question is, since you call yourself the word nerd, out of all the crossword puzzles that you've done, has there ever been one that was so hard you had to stop? And if there was, what was the question that had you stumble?
That's a tough question. I like crosswords, but usually by Wednesday the New York Times one is a little too much for me. So there are a lot of puzzles that I don't finish. So I can't really name any specific clues, but I got a little bit of work to do before I start hitting the New York Times Sundays. So those are all awesome questions. So thank you guys, and I can't wait to see you on tour this summer and hopefully for many years to come. Thanks.